Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good evening everyone. Have you ever felt alone in a crowd full of people? According to a study by Zahedi et al. 2022, a significant percentage of university students experience loneliness during their studies, proving that this feeling is more common than we often think. As university students, many of us are going through major life transitions such as living away from home, adapting to a new academic environment, and building new social circles. Because of this, feelings of loneliness are something that many of us may experience at some point, even if we do not openly talk about it. Whilst researching this topic, I connected with it on a personal level because I have experienced loneliness during my university journey. At one point, I thought feeling alone meant I was failing, but I later realized that many students go through the same thing. This realization drives me to speak about this issue and challenge the idea that loneliness equals failure. During my first semesters at university, around me, there were moments where I felt disconnected from everyone. Even though I was surrounded by classmates, I sometimes felt that I did not truly belong. I hesitated to approach others because I thought everyone else had already formed friendships. However, after talking to several students, this experience taught me that loneliness is often hidden because people are afraid to talk about it. Therefore, discussing this issue openly is important so that students understand that they are not alone in facing these challenges. Loneliness in university should not be viewed as a sign of failure because it is a common experience among students. It can contribute to a personal growth and it is influenced by external factors beyond individual control. Loneliness is a common issue among university students, but it can be managed through personal growth and understanding, and it brings important benefits to students' development. First, I'll explain why loneliness is a common issue among university students. Loneliness has become a common issue among university students due to various personal, social, and environmental factors. According to an article by Hamidi Zahidi et al. 2022, a study on university students of Tabriz University found that the mean loneliness score was 41.42, with 26.4% of students experiencing loneliness. The same study also found that loneliness was more prevalent among students, female students, smokers, first and second year students, and students with lower financial status. Furthermore, students living in dormitories reported higher level of loneliness, showing that environmental and social factors play a significant role in these students' emotional well-being. For example, imagine a first-year student who moves far away from home to attend university. The student has to adapt to a new environment, manage academic responsibilities, and live independently for the first time. Without family members or close friends nearby, feelings of loneliness may naturally develop. This feeling shows that loneliness is often caused by circumstance and life transitions rather than personal weakness. Now that I've explained why loneliness is a widespread issue among students, let's look at how it can be managed. In order to manage loneliness among university students, it is important to actively build meaningful social connections and support systems. According to a systematic review on loneliness interventions among university students by LR et al. 2021, strategies such as social support groups, increasing social interactions, and reflective activities are effective in reducing loneliness. This study found that interventions which promote social connectedness are the most successful still in reducing loneliness among students. This suggests that students should take active steps to connect with others such as joining activities, groups, or communities. Universities also play an important role in helping students overcome loneliness. Counseling services, students' organization, mentoring programs, and campus events can create opportunities for students to connect with one another. When universities provide supportive environments, students may feel more comfortable seeking help and building meaningful relationships. Therefore, overcoming loneliness should not only be the responsibility of individual students, but also of the university community as a whole. In a recent study published by Frontiers in Psychology 2024, it was found that structured group-based activities that promote social connection can reduce loneliness and improve students' well-being. This shows that when students actively engage in meaningful social interactions, they are more likely to feel less isolated and more emotionally supported. The solution I've just explained can bring several important benefits to students. Understanding and managing loneliness can improve students' well-being and overall university experience. A systematic review by Morse et al. 2023 found that effective loneliness interventions can improve overall well-being and reduce negative health outcomes such as stress and poor mental health. This shows that when students manage loneliness properly and not viewing it as a sign of failure, they are more likely to feel emotionally stable. A study by Ciriello et al. 2024 also found that resilience-based interventions significantly reduce loneliness among young adults over time. As a result, students should understand that feeling lonely does not mean they're failing, but they're still learning to cope and grow through their experiences. In today's digital world, many students appear socially connected through social media, but this does not always reflect reality. Students may compare themselves with others and believe that everyone else is happier and more successful. These comparisons can increase feelings of isolation and self-doubt. Therefore, students should focus on building genuine relationships and understanding their own emotional needs rather than comparing themselves with others. In closing, it is clear that feeling lonely is a common experience among students and should not be seen as a sign of failure. While many people may feel pressured to always be socially connected, feeling lonely can actually be part of self-growth and self-discovery. Loneliness among students is a common issue, but by understanding it and managing it properly, it can lead to positive outcomes such as improved well-being and self-development. Students should change their mindset about loneliness and see it not as a sign of failure, but as a chance to grow and understand themselves better. With that being said, I hope we can reflect on a deeper truth. As we have discussed, being alone does not mean that being broken. It simply means being in a space where self-discovery, growth, and emotional understanding can take place. To sum up, instead of fearing loneliness, students should learn to embrace it as a part of their journey towards becoming stronger, more self-aware, and self-aware individuals. That's all from me. Thank you.